this video is a video about how to play with your views and change them around to make them what you want. So right now I'm in my dashboard, and this is my personal admin dashboard. And basically we have this top one is all dashboard. This is going to be in every single app, and this one is unchangeable. This one is permanent. There's no way to make this. This is also a good one as kind of like a starting point. It has no filters. This is the base organization, base everything. So if you want to start a whole new view, a lot of times you can click here and then narrow it down from there. All of these are ones that we've created. This one here currently is just new items. It's basically anything in the new status, and it's separated by who's it for, who's it assigned to. And that's all this is. It's basically anything that's in a new or not set status, and then it's just separated by who it's for. So this is a great view to just come in and get a quick look who has new items, who has a bunch of new items, who's not got anything new. And then of course we have our overdue items, which is a really good one to look at. And apparently I've got one in here. It's basically same similar view, except for it's not new status. It is anything that's in new status, but the due date has come and passed, and that's when it gets dropped down to here to new items. So technically I can have things in the new items and in overdue. So this one is just this one here. It was apparently due yesterday, and I did not finish it. I did not complete that task, and so now I've got to do that today. Long-term projects, same thing. We have this one broken down by the months. Anything that people have in a long-term project status, you know, come in here, and depending on what you want to accomplish for the day, if you want to come in here and accomplish and knock out some big picture type stuff, a lot of those will be like in your long-term projects, so you can come in here and take a look and filter them down. Same thing, archive and completed items. These are basically all the ones that we've completed, we've finished, and no longer on our table. We've got the new item and we've completed them and we moved on. Now my current dashboard I have under a private view, and I set this up fairly simple. I just basically filter it by anything that's either a new or long-term project. I like to see both because I need to be constantly reminded of my long-term projects. If I don't see them, I'm not going to remember them, and I'll never come in here and click on that. Some people do, they want them separated, but I like having all my current projects in one view. And I also have them assigned to me. I have multiple roles in this company, and so I have to assign multiple places who's it assigned to, but anywhere my name is, I made it assigned to me. And those are basically my two filters. Now this view is kind of the standard view, very similar to the one here, the way it comes, but I'm going to fix it up a little bit. This isn't quite the way I like it. So I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm basically going to change this up. There's a little bit of wasted space there. And then I do want to see when my due date is. I think that's pretty important for me to just be able to see what my due date is. So then, I don't have to keep looking over here how many overdue items I have. I can just come to my dashboard and see what I've got going on. I can even filter it by, what's due first. So I could click the due date, and then it has, oldest to newest. Or, I click again, obviously it goes newest to oldest. So, I mean, it's an Excel. That's how Excel works. So, some of these, like the priority is actually a little important, so I can see if I can get that on my view. There you go. I can even slide this down a little bit. This is my relation to item. It's basically a relationship field. To me, that's not the most important thing. I want to know my title, and I want to know my due date and my priority. So I can come in here and I can filter it by due date, or I can come in here and filter it by, okay, let me get my highs first, my normals and my lows last, and let me take care of the ones that really need to be taken care of. And I also like to see my title a little bit more. I really like to know what my title looks like, so I can kind of read it a little bit more before I have to click on it. So the assigned to, I know it's all assigned to me, so I'm actually going to take this assigned to out of my out of my view. And to do that, I click on this little guy. It's kind of a screwdriver and a wrench. And I am just going to uncheck assign to. And to be honest, I don't like the relations to item. I'm going to take that one out as well. And so that gives me more room to play with. So I've got my title, I've got my new status, got my priority. So now this frees up a little bit of room. I don't think there's much else I want down here over there. So now I can get a little more space for some of these. Oops, I clicked on something. There you go. There you go. All right, so I like this. I can see my title pretty good. I can see the first bit of my description. Got my due date, my priority, and my status. This is the view that I like to see. So now what I'm going to do is save it. And I can create a whole new view and put it down here under my private views, or I can replace my Jen's dashboard, which that's where I started off of. I clicked on that one and then played with it down to this. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to overwrite it. I'm going to replace the current view. And that's really all I'm going to do. I don't have it split by anything. Again, I can have this split to which role it was assigned to for me, what's the status or the priority of it, you know, or when the due date was. But for me, I just want one button to click on and see everything. So I don't split it by anything. And there we go. That's now every time I come in and click on my dashboard, this is what I get. There you go. Hope that was helpful.